Thank you for stopping by Ballistic BBQ on tonight. Actually, it's going to be night here really soon. Sun's going down. It's going to be interesting lighting-wise. I'm going to be cooking up what I'm calling nuclear buffalo turds. Let's get going. So I'm hoping most of you have heard of atomic buffalo turds, or ABTs, poppers, made with jalapeno peppers. I'm making them with poblano, so I'm calling them nuclear buffalo turds. I was trying to think of a cool, larger animal, but I just decided to go with this. Anyway, these chilies, the poblano, they have a great chili flavor, just not quite as much heat as a jalapeno. So I love using these, chili rellenos are just perfect. What I'm going to do is kind of pack a little heat on the inside though. So by the time we're done with this, it's going to be very balanced and damn near a meal. Let's get going with this. So in the bowl, I'm going to put in 2 blocks of cream cheese. This is a total of 16 ounces, so 2 8-ounce blocks. Right here I have a blend of 2 cheeses that I grated. One is Oaxaca cheese. Shut up, dog. It's a very mild cheese, and it's kind of medium soft, I guess you'd say. And then the more yellow, kind of a yellowish colored cheese is queso quesadilla. Very buttery cheese, really soft. And it has just a little bit more of that cheesy funkiness than the Oaxaca does. But together it's just perfect. And add that there. This cheese comes in those small rounds, and basically it's a 50-50 blend, and I grated up half of a round of each type of cheese. Once I go in the house and check out the measurements, I'll post it on the screen here, exactly how many ounces I put in there. And then this, I have here some leftover shoulder meat, that beef pulled shoulder, my last video, and add that to the blend here. And here I have 3 tablespoons of, this is chipotle sauce with diced chipotle peppers. Chipotle peppers are basically ripened jalapenos, so when jalapeno peppers ripen, they actually turn red. These are smoked, and then it's diced, and then they just make a really cool sauce. This stuff has, that jalapeno heat, good stuff. Get this mixed up. All right, that's looking pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one of these, then off camera I'm going to make the rest. So I'm going to go ahead and just slice this pepper right down the center here. You see we have the, the little bit of that pith and those seeds. I'm going to remove these with a spoon. Just remember, whenever you touch, you're chopping chilies with no gloves on, wash your hands really good with soap and water before you touch anything that you don't want burning. All right, let's go ahead and get these loaded up with this mixture here. All right, now some bacon, of course. I'm guessing it's going to take two strips of bacon here, maybe 3. Just want that nice bacon seal here. Now we're going to add some rub to this. Initially I was thinking about using an adobo, seasoning, but I thought it would be just a little too salty for the bacon and everything. And then I wanted something that would actually kind of balance out the heat that's now inside of this. So this is what I'm going with. This is an oldie but a goodie. It's OBQ. It's one of my favorite rubs actually. And this is their sweet rub barbecue spice. And this stuff is great. Really good on pork. There we go. So what I'm going to do is prepare the rest of these chilies in the same way that I just did this one. We'll get them on a rack and get them on the cooker. We're going to be cooking them on the Yoder YS640 today. So tonight, yeah, it's damn near night. It's going to be weird. I don't shoot night videos. See you guys in a bit. So one thing about making these videos, and I'm doing this all by myself, I have no one helping me here at all. I'm alone in this. And I obsess, or we obsess, I know a lot of people can relate to this, keeping things in frame on camera. And that first popper I made, it was just very awkward because I was obsessing more on keeping it in the frame than actually using all the tools I have here to efficiently make these. So I have the last half here, and I'm going to show you how to do it right. So keep it in your hand, don't leave it on the cutting board, even if you're shooting a video. Just make sure you have the open shot here. Hold this in your hand, smear it in there. I mean, I was fumbling around. It's ridiculous, Greggy. All right. Easy, right? Let me get the bacon on this. There. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit these all with seasoning. I'm using you know, a little cooking rack like I use for pork shoulders, and I'll meet you guys at the Yoder. So as I mentioned, I'm using the Yoder YS640 pellet cooker today. I'm burning hickory, and I'm running at 250 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm starving. Let's get these things on. I haven't had dinner yet, and it's like way past my dinner. So I'm gonna, so I'm gonna have these big chili things for dinner. I'll have something else. Easy stuff. So what I'm going to do now is just keep an eye on this, and I'll pull these once that bacon is, you know, nice and tightened up and crisp. I'll see you then. Okay, so I let these roll 90 minutes and they are done. They're looking really good, smelling amazing. The crickets are singing. Let's check them out. Yeah, this smells good. So I'm going to pull these off the pit. I'm going to let them rest just enough to kind of let them set up just a little bit. Then we'll give you a try. See you in a bit. So I've allowed these to set up a little bit, and they are gorgeous. They smell amazing. Check it out. Just so pretty. I think bacon is sexy. Wow. Where do I start? Let me go with this one. Cheers. So these are exactly what I wanted. I'm getting a little burn right now in the back of my throat. It's from that chipotle. But overall, again, you get that nice, that chili flavor from this poblano, but it's not burning you like a lot of the other chilies do. You get into it, you get that savory, you know, the cheeses and that meat in there, and then you're getting that heat from the chipotle. The bacon is obviously killer, and then you got that nice kind of a sweet, yet a little bit spicy rub on there. And one thing I like about the OBQ is there's allspice in there. I think there's allspice because there's a little bit of a cinnamony kind of a flavor there. These are really good. I'm gonna do this again. I hope you guys do too. Yeah, crickets are serenading me. Anyway, guys, I'm going to take these in and I'm going to polish this one off. And thanks for stopping by. If you're not subscribed, please do. If you are subscribed, bing, hit that bell. Thumb up if you like it. Thumb up. This is a thumbs down. I don't like seeing these, but if you don't like it, thumb it down twice. See you on the next video. Cheers. Boom, we're cooking. Boom.